Jack Conan, Line 839 and St Gerard's School in Bray. Wasn't exactly love at first kind of sight with rugby. I started to play and I was shoved into the front row. Took me a bit of a growth spurt to finally get pushed back a little bit into the second row and then into the back row. So for the first year or so, I wouldn't have said I was mad about it. I didn't see the glamorous side of the game at that stage. Not till I was about 14 or 15 that I started to enjoy it a bit more and come to love the game really. So a bit of a slow start for me. I played for St Gerard's the whole way up from kind of 13 to 18 till I finished in sixth year. You know, there was great teams and great days we'd shared together, from being a small school who probably hadn't won a whole lot to having some relative success for the size of the school. You know, 80 odd people in a year, and I look back with some really fond memories. After school I went to Old Belvedere and played kind of under 20s and then senior rugby. Which was a great experience and something that I think really kind of helped me develop and push on as a player. Old Belvedere just come off winning the AAL for the first time in a few years. That physicality that you get in that league was definitely something that helped me massively develop.
He's a class guy, like, and he will make himself available to do things. He'll help coaching if we need coaching. If, you know, our under-12s go on a tour every year. So the last year of mini rugby, so they kind of finish it off with a tour at the end of the season, and Jack will come in and give out the bags or the jerseys or whatever it might be. So, you know, he's still a great club man, and he would have a huge number of friends within the club still. So we see a lot of them.
We'd just been back from La Rochelle over in France after losing a game, and I was on my way up to training and I kind of told myself, oh, you know, don't get your hopes up, there's no point sitting and watching it, and so I just kind of put it on in my car. I think Tyke Byrne was the first forward called out because it goes alphabetically, and I wasn't thinking at the time that if I was going to get picked I'd be next.
Jack Conan, Leinster Rugby, Ireland.
When they called out my name, it was just like I genuinely went into shock. My hands were shaking. Like, you know, thankfully I was sitting in traffic at the time and I wasn't moving, but it was just, this emotion comes over you, and I didn't know whether to scream or to cry or to, you know, just be so kind of over the moon about it. And obviously I was delighted. It was my missus in work, so I couldn't get through to her. I rang my old lad and he hadn't a clue what was happening. I was shouting down the phone to him. I was like, Dad, I'm after getting picked. And he's like, picked for what? And I was like, the Lions. And he didn't have a notion that it was that day. Now my mum was a bit more on the ball with these things. I rang her and she was already in tears, and no, it was great to ring them and kind of share that moment with them.
Here comes Jack Conan, and he'll push on and he'll go over, and it's a fourth try of the game for the Lions.
The amount of people that reach out and just say how proud they are of you, you know, it means a lot. I'm lucky enough to have made some great connections with people that lasted a long time. St Gerard's School has given me a whole lot, and we have a massive family connection. You know, I'm incredibly proud to wear the jersey on behalf of them, and looking back now, it's definitely a group of people and an organisation that I owe a lot to.